of supply of place of provision of goods. There we saw two sections. In first one, there are 5 situations. In the another one, there were 2, import and export. Section 10 and 11 deals with that. 10 and 11 of CGST Act. Now, place of supply of service. Section table we saw yesterday, where the location of the supplier and the location of the recipient both are in taxable territory. Taxable territory in the sense within India. If both stays within India, how the place of supply will be determined. Today we are going to learn section 13, where the location of the supplier or they are mentioning, or means either the supplier or recipient, either of one person should be in India and other one should be outside India. Okay, listen carefully. In the question, they will not tell this provision you need to apply. By seeing the question, you need to assess whether it falls under section 12 or it falls under section 13. How? Both are in India, section 12. Anyone outside India, section 13. Understood?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. See, whatever yesterday we have seen, most of them are overlapping, the same treatment, except few. Except few in the sense, in 3 or 4 cases, it will be different. Otherwise, most of them are same to same, ditto, copy, paste, place of provision. Okay. Now, this is the generic one. Generic one means default rule, 13.2. Default rule, what it says? General scenario. General scenario means where the specific means section 13 from subsection 3 to 12. There are the specific ones. If the place of provision doesn't fall in these, between these 13.3 to 13.12, you need to apply the generic provision of place of provision of provision, place of supply of provisions. Okay, generic one you need to apply unless it falls in the specific categories. Yesterday we saw there are certain specific categories. Okay, here also the same thing will be there. Maybe 1 or 2 may be addition or maybe combined together and they form 1. Except that most of them are same. Okay. See, generic provision, what it says, where the location, where the situation does not fall in any of the cases spelled in section 13.3 to section 13.12. That means in these specific cases, the place of provision will be the location of the recipient. Location of the recipient means where the recipient resides, that place will be the place of supply. If he resides outside India, that place will be the place of supply. If he resides within India, that place will be place of supply. Where? When it doesn't fall under these specific situations. Okay. However, this is exception to this one. However, place of supply shall be the location of the supplier if location of recipient is not available. Location of the recipient, if location of the recipient is not available, then location of the supplier will be the place of supply. Okay, this is the generic one. Now we are coming to the specific ones. Specific ones means these sections. Section 13.3, where service. Okay. 12 and 13 deals with service. 10 and 11 deals with goods. Where service is in relation to goods. You are providing the services to the goods. Okay. I will give you the examples. Don't worry. Once I finish off the paragraph, I will give you the example. Service is in relation to goods. required to be made physically available. Underline that goods should be physically available. On that goods, the provider of the service will do this service. Okay, physically available by the recipient of services to the supplier of services. That means there is one goods, it has got some defect. For that goods, service is required to be done. Okay, that means when the service has to be required, service is required to be done on that goods should be made available to the supplier of the service. Unless he has that goods, he cannot provide the service. Right? Example. When you take your car for periodic service, will that happen without the car? Free service or any other service? No. Assume that even if you want to have the puncture on the tire, will it happen without the car?
No, sir.
Car is service or goods? Goods. Okay. That's what they are telling. Goods, which is required to be physically made available. That means you are taking the goods car to the service provider. He does this service and return the car to you after the service. Whatever he is doing on that car is the service. Okay, that's what they are telling. In that case, where the actual performance is happening, that place will be the place of supply. Understood? Normally, where the performance will happen, where the goods resides, that place will be the place of supply. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think who has BMW or most costliest car or the foreign made cars, they have the chip. The car contains the chip. If you call the call centers, they will ask the chip number or some other code or the identification number, through which sitting somewhere else remotely, that engineer or the person will get to know what is the defect is happening in the car, what has happened to the car. From there itself, he does the service. But where the service is happening where the actual performance is doing. That means where the car is made available physically, then that place. If it is remotely done, the next one, if it is remotely done, the place of supply shall be the location where the goods are situated at the time of service. If the foreign supplier has done the service remotely sitting in US or Singapore to the car in Jayanagar or in somewhere in Basungudi, car stops on the middle of the road, you call the call center, he does the repair from there, some setting, something he will do. Then where the car is situated at the time of providing the services, the situation of the car will be the place of supply. That means in India. This is the one example. The other side, you see, normally for the computers, most of the computers, they take the service, no maintenance. If you supply the computers antivirus or any other service support, the company will does, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You have the US customer has taken the 1,000 computers from you, 1,000 laptops. While selling the laptop, you will ask them to take the service also, AMC. If some of the laptops gets defect, will you go to the US and do the rectification, or you will sit here only and do the servicing? I mean to say the you will identify the defect and rectify the defect.
It is the remote identification. If the problem
You will sit in India only through remote access. You will does the servicing.
yes,
Okay. Then where the laptop will reside while doing the service? It is in US. It is in US. That means the location where the goods are situated, that is outside India, US. Hence, GST is exempted from that. Okay. The another logic behind this, why they have exempted the GST means to encourage the foreign exchange inflow into the India. If you put the GST on the service bill, will the foreign customer will take the AMC from you? No. Why? The cost becomes more for them. No, GST cost. Why he will take? He will tell that I will take the service from US itself. To avoid that not getting the inflow, foreign exchange inflow, the government has exempted these kind of services which is being done by the Indian supplier remotely to the foreign customers. Hence, it is exempted from GST. Okay. This one. Provided further that means apart from these two, it is also included this one. Provided further that nothing contained in this clause shall apply in case of services supplied in respect of goods which are temporarily imported into India. Temporarily they import the goods into India. Import means what? Import means what? The generic meaning, common meaning. I don't want the exact meaning. Import means what?
bringing it to India.
Bringing into India. Anything which comes to India from the outside India is called import. When it is imported, import duty has to be paid. Okay. Every time, if you bring the laptop into India, you keep paying the import duty. No. Why? Because you are not purchasing that one. Why you are importing? You are importing temporarily to address the issue. That means for the repair purpose.
Yes.
Or for any other treatment or process. Okay. After that, you will return the same goods to the customer outside India. In that case, without being put to use any use in India other than at which it is required for such repairs or process. That means if you import some goods temporarily into India for repair or any other treatment or process, then place of supply of provisions will not applicable. That means you need not have to test the place of provision. That is what they are telling in this paragraph. Though you are doing the services in India on the goods which has been temporarily imported for repair or any other treatment, in such case, you are not supposed to test the place of provision of the service for that repairs or any other treatment. Understood? See, it has to be temporarily imported. Temporarily imported means for a minimum period of 2 months, 3 months, like that. Again, you have to export the same thing. After testing or after doing the repairs or any other treatment, you will do the test run. You will use that asset. And after you getting satisfied, the same asset will be exported to the customers outside India. In that case, place of provision of service will not be applicable. Why? because you are providing to the service to the outsider who is outside India. Hence, the place of provision becomes the outside India. Then the GST is exempted. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where service in relation to an individual. What is this? Service is in relation to an individual. That means you are doing a service to an individual represented either as the recipient of service, representing as the recipient of service. Please note this one. You will get the question on this. I will tell you what is the exact, how the provision will apply for this. You are doing a service to an individual. He has represented as the recipient of services, or a person acting on behalf of the recipient. That means someone is doing, you go and get the service. That means he is acting on behalf of the recipient, which requires physical presence of the recipient. Physical presence means he should be present while doing the service with the supplier for the provision of services. That means there will be a sponsoring of some ad. You are doing the advertising or sponsoring advertising. Which is the most common advertisement you have seen? Most common advertisement.
Vehicles, bikes.
Vehicle, where the individual involves. Have you guys seen the jewelry advertisements?
Yes, sir.
Who is providing the services to whom?
The jewelry shop is providing the services to the individuals.
Jewelry capital service.
Who jewelry service will provide the service to the individual? Deepika Padukone. Wears the jewelries of Josh Lucas. Who is providing the services to whom then?
The actress will give her services
to the jewelers.
Jeweler.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Will Deepika Padukone, after getting from the bed in the morning, she will go and do the advertising, or the Josh Lucas will make her to go for the beauty treatment and get the beautification done?
Yes, sir. The jewelers will do that.
Alva?
Yeah.
Who is the actual recipient of the beautification here?
The person who gives the ads.
That means Josh Lucas is the recipient of the service. Who is acting on behalf of the Josh Lucas?
The actress.
Deepika Padukone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they are explaining here. In that case, where actual performance is happening, that place will be the place of supply. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So in this case, it's the jewelers.
If jeweler is the registered person, then where he has got the registered, that place will be the place of supply. If jeweler is not registered, where the actual performance happens, then that place of performance will be the place of supply. The Miss World, Miss Universe contest will happen somewhere outside India, right? Yes or no? Will in India it happens, Miss World, Miss Universe?
No.
I never heard. It may happen in future. Okay. In that case, if assume that it happens in Canada, Miss World and Miss Universe, Indian two girls have represented that one for Miss World, one for Miss Universe. Will that individual girls or the contestant will get the beautification treatment, or someone will sponsor them? to get it done?
Probably someone would sponsor them, sir.
100% someone will sponsor. ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶೋಭಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನನಗೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ.
Okay, sir.
SEBC ಅವ್ರೇನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್.
ಹೌದು.
Sure.
Okay, are you guys understanding?
Yes.
Now, where the performance is happening? Is it outside India or within India? If the event is happening in Canada,
Outside India.
Physically presence should be there, no beautification.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In that case, the place of provision will be the actual performance, which is outside India. Hence, GST is not applicable. If the person who is the actual recipient will be who is sponsoring, will be the actual recipient. If that recipient is in India, then Section 13 will not applicable. Section 12 will be applicable.
Okay.
You need to be very smart in answering these things. If the happening is outside India, that doesn't mean that one person will be outside India. You have to see both the person who is the recipient. Recipient will be the person who is giving the who is taking the sponsoring services from the actress. I mean to say the contestant. Okay, in that context you have to see. Next, understood these points?
Yes, sir.
Whatever the examples I gave, please write those examples. By simply reading the text, it may not be easily understood. Okay, please write the examples also so that you will get to know. Section 13(4), services in relation to immovable property. What was the provision yesterday we discussed for this immovable property? What is the place of supply?
Place where immovable property is intended
Property is situated, intended to be situated. The same thing here also. Okay? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there is no difference at all from there to here. See here, location of such property. Both are one and the same. Okay. I will not explain in detail because yesterday only I have explained. Yesterday we saw there are two. One is admission and another one is organization. There are two separate things. Here they have clubbed into one. Okay. When there is an organizing of an event for which admission is to be taken, both together. What was the provision yesterday we discussed for organizing an event? ಮದುವೆದು ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಆಮೇಲೆ KC IPL ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. What was the provision? Where the event is actually held. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Location where event is actually held. Okay, it is also the same thing. No change at all. Okay, the next one, section 13(6), services relating to 13(3). 13(3) is what? Performance based. 13(4) immovable property. 13(5) admission and organizing. If these three is happening at multiple locations. Multiple location means Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, like that. Multiple locations. and one or more location falls in taxable territory. That means one or more location is in India and few locations is outside India. Then what is the place of supply? Place of supply will be the location in taxable territory. Location in taxable territory means, example, in Karnataka one event is happening. I am taking the event. The same logic applicable to performance also and immovable property also, the same thing. Or I will take the immovable property. Okay. Taj Hotel wants to construct the chain of hotels. One is in Bangalore, another one is in Delhi, another one is Singapore, another one is in Dubai, another one is US. In 5 places, they want to construct the Taj group of hotels, for which they have taken few many services, interiors, architect, engineers, many services they have taken. Then the place of supply will be the location of the taxable territory. Like taxable territory in this case is Karnataka, Bangalore and Delhi. Those two are the taxable territory. In those two, how much is to be taxed in Delhi, how much is to be taxed in Bangalore? The question comes. That will be the proportionate value of the service. Proportionate value. Proportionate value means if put together 500 crores based on the turnover, you have to tax it in Delhi and Bangalore. Understood? Or they would have taken the contract. They would have entered into a contract. Based on that contract terms and conditions, you have to tax it. They will not ask you how much is to be taxed. They will ask you what is the place of supply. You have to understand it in that perspective and you have to answer in that perspective only. They will not ask you the value, how much is to be taxed in Delhi, Bangalore, like that. They will not ask. Okay. Next, section 13.8. Banking company, yesterday we saw financial institutions, non-banking NBFCs and others to account holders. Underline this one, account holders. That means you have a account in SBI and you have an account in Citibank. Assume in that way. Okay. Whatever the intermediary services and hiring, this one is account holders is the one service. Any other intermediary services, that means agency services, through agent you are taking some services, and hiring of means of transport. Underline this one. Hiring of means of transport. From here you underline the entire one. Hiring of means of transport, including yachts. Yachts means in what do you call surfing? Have you guys seen the surfing in sea?
Yes,
like
sir.
a triangle kind of a thing they hold. They stand and hold. That is called yachts. Okay.
Surfing board.
Including that. Okay. But excluding aircraft or vehicle. Exclude. In the means of transport, you exclude aircraft and vessel. Then what else remains here? In this hiring of means of transport, what else remains here if you exclude aircraft or vessels?
Roadways, railways.
Will you take railway for rent?
No.
Road and water. Water is also
Whatever is there, please tell me. I will tell you to write. Okay, will you take the car? Buses?
Yes.
For the hiring purpose, will you take?
Yes.
Yes, right. Car and bus.
And bus.
Car and bus, etc. You write. Okay. You will not take train, hiring You might take, but not for 1 month. Not for 1 month. Normally it will happen. Practically it will not happen. Still, Ganga Yatre, you can hire train also. One bogie full hiring. It can happen. Okay. We will not go into that depth. Just we will stick to car and buses. Okay. If you have taken that buses and cars and the vehicles up to a period of 1 month, then the location of the supplier. Are you guys? You need to be understand this one. Okay, I will give you 1 or 2 examples relating to this. Please explain. Hiring of means of transport. They are telling. Transport means, have they told anything about the goods transport or passenger transport here?
No, sir.
No. Normally transport. We mean transport of passengers normally. Okay. You will transport the passengers. You will carry the goods. Okay. See, if you have taken buses and cars up to a period of 1 month, you have taken the car for 1 month rent, then who is providing the car or the bus? That person's location will be the place of supply. Okay. Now I will ask you. You have to answer. Okay. Understand? I believe you guys have understood this one. Bill Clinton will come from US. He lands in Bangalore airport. He calls the Ola and he asks them, please give me the Ola cab for a period of 40 days. 40 days. Tell me, what is the place of supply?
Bangalore.
How?
The person who is giving the car on rent, his location is in Bangalore.
Up to which period he has requested for the cab?
40 days.
If it is up to 30 days, that means 1 month means 30 days. What is the place of supply?
It's the location of supplier.
That means Ola cab. If he has taken for the cab for 30 days or 29 days, Ola, who is providing the Ola cab, that place will be the place of supply. He has taken the 40 days. Is it beyond 1 month or less than 1 month?
It's beyond 1 month.
Beyond 1 month. Then place of supply will be the
location of the supplier only.
Location of the recipient, not the supplier.
But it cannot be determined. But
how?
Okay, like USA will be taken into consideration.
Because the address will be available on the passport.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Right? Then
yes,
the location of the recipient. Okay. Bill
yes,
Clinton again will come after 2 months. He lands into Bangalore airport. He calls Air Deccan and wanted the helicopter for 20 days. What is the place of supply?
Bangalore, sir.
Bangalore then.
Why?
It's up to 20 days, no? No, it's less than 1
20 days. Less than.
But
Say
excluding the aircraft and the
Okay. Yeah.
I think, is it Anupama?
yes, sir.
ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸು ಕೇಳೋದೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. 30 days will be applicable to these things, excluding these two.
Excluding these two.
Okay. In this case, aircraft, if you take it for 1 day or 2 days or 50 days, it will be the location of the recipient. Understood?
Sir.
Okay. Good. Next, 39. Goods transport. Goods transport. Other than mail and courier. Yesterday we saw including mail and courier there. Here they have excluded the mail and courier. Okay, only goods transport. Goods transport means in what are all the way goods can be transported.
By road, by sea, by airways,
Road, sea, airways, railway.
railway.
Okay. The place of supply will be the destination of the goods. Destination means where the goods ultimately has to reach that place. Okay. This is also the same one. There is no difference at all. 1310. Passenger transport service. Passenger transport service means yesterday I told you, no, you have taken the train ticket from Bangalore to Delhi. You will change the train at Chennai. What will be the place of supply? Where the passenger embarks conveyance for continuous journey. That is Bangalore. Place of supply will be Bangalore. If it happens with the flight, you have taken the flight ticket from Bangalore to Australia in Emirates flight. You change the Emirates flight at Dubai, which goes to Australia. You will go from Bangalore to Dubai in one flight. In Dubai, you will change the flight that goes to Australia. You change the flight which goes to Australia. Now tell me, what is the place of supply? You guys there?
Yes.
See, most of the flights, they have the transit. This one, Qatar, Singapore Airlines, it goes to Singapore. Emirates, it goes to Dubai. Etihad, it goes to Muscat. There you have to change the flights. Okay. In that case, what is the place of supply? What is the place of supply?
The place of supply will be from where it is originating.
Which place then?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Though you are changing the flight at Dubai,
One flight.
but only one ticket will be issued.
Yes.
One ticket will be issued, Bangalore to Australia.
Correct.
Okay. The place of service will be the location where the passenger embarks. You will show the Tata to your family members and friends, no, in Bangalore.
Yes.
That place will be the place of service.
Correct. Because if we consider Dubai as to be the place of supply, then it won't be, because that's a sector.
1 second. You want to go to Australia. You will go to Bangalore to Dubai in Emirates.
Correct.
From Dubai to Qatar in Qatar flight. From Qatar to Australia in Qatar flight. What is the place of supply then? Don't leave it. From Bangalore to Dubai, whatever the place of supply is, Bangalore. From Dubai to Qatar, Qatar to Australia, place of supply will be the Dubai and Qatar, both. I don't want to get confused most. Okay. Next one. Services on board a conveyance. On board the conveyance, yesterday what we saw? When the goods are taken over on board, where the goods are taken over inside the conveyance. Did I explain that food? No?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sri
that
Lanka.
one. Not the Sri Lanka. That one also. That one, yes. from Bangalore to Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka to Dubai, Dubai to US. First schedule point of departure. First schedule point of departure. That will be the place of supply. This is also same. This is also same. This is also same. This is also same, except this one up to 30 days. Okay. And online information and database access, not the access. Database access, not the access. Please scratch this one. Write access. Or retrieval services. Database access or retrieval services. OIDAR. Have you read this one? OIDAR? ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಓದಿದ್ವಾ?
Netflix, Amazon,
YouTube. Okay.
Exceptions to RCM.
That one will be the recipient of service, where the recipient will get the access, from where he gets the access, he access these things. That person's place will be the place of service. Okay. I will not do this one because it is meaningless. This is all about your place of supply. You will not get all these things. Even if you get for 1 mark, it is worth to leave it. Okay, the others are easy. These are all very complicated ones. Normally they will not give. Okay, there ends our this chapter. Concept of time of supply we have completed, value of supply we have completed, and place of supply we have completed. Right? I think next one will be the ITC. Which is the next chapter?
ITC and computation of GST liability.
See this one, multiple choice. Okay. Pick your consultants registered at Delhi. They are the registered person. These are registered persons who is registered at Delhi, providing GST training to employees of Pankaj and Company at Noida, Uttar Pradesh. Okay. He is the unregistered person. Who is this? Pankaj and Company is unregistered. Place of supply. Which section will apply? Section 12 or 13?
Section 12, sir.
12, sir.
12. Okay. What the provision will say? Training and appraisal. If it is provided to the unregistered.
Location of actual performance.
Actual performance, where it is happening?
Yeah, Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh. UP.
Yes.
UP is the place of supply.
बुलडोजर होता है.
I think I haven't done this one. See, I will tell you here itself. There is one second. If I write, probably you guys will come to know. Okay, this is SEZ. SEZ means what?
Special economic zone.
Special economic zone. Okay. if you see Infi will be the SEZ in Mysore. Okay.
Infosys.
For this Infosys is this one. If any services given to Infosys means to the SEZ, or any services taken from SEZ, given to SEZ or taken from SEZ, it will always be interstate supply. What is that supply? What kind of supply? Interstate supply. This SEZ will be considered as foreign. What it is considered?
Foreign.
That means if you are providing the services to SEZ, it will be called as export. When you are taken the services from SEZ, it will be considered as import. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Hence, it will always be interstate supply. Always be interstate. Okay. Now I will ask you a question. Please answer me based on this explanation. You are in Bangalore. You are providing certification service as CS annual filing and other things you are providing to this. Okay.
Yes.
Your service value will be 1 lakh. Your service value will be 1 lakh. GST rate. Your service value 1 lakh. It becomes very, I'm taking so much time because I am not using mouse. Service value is 1 lakh. GST rate, IGST 12%. CGST. This one you please read it as CGST.
CGST.
SGST.
SGST.
Both 6% each.
Yes.
6% each. Now tell me, will you apply SGST or will you apply IGST or will you apply CGST, SGST for this 1 lakh service which you have provided to Infosys, which is in SEZ as a annual filing fees? Which one you will apply?
IGST.
IGST.
Why?
Interstate.
Interstate supply. IGST you need to apply. Though you are providing within Karnataka, illi catch irodu illi. Though the Infosys Mysore and you are providing the services from Bangalore, we both are in Karnataka. Though it is in Karnataka, we have to treat this one SEZ as the foreign. We need to apply IGST.
IGST. I see that foreign.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Be careful.
D, all of the above.
All of the above. Goods imported from France means it is coming from France. It is interstate always.
Interstate.
Import and export will always be interstate. Huh. Fourth one, Mr. Dairya. Who is that? Is it Mr. Dairya or Miss Vani ಅಂತ ಹಾಕೋ ಬದಲು Mr. Dairya ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರ? ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗನೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಓದಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. Mr. Dairya having a registered place of business in Jaipur. Okay, his registered place is in Jaipur. Placed an order to HAM Limited in New Delhi for delivering a parcel to Mr. Lucky, who is at Kanpur. What will be the place of supply in the present case?
Jaipur.
ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಏನು ಕೇಳಿ ನಂಗೆ ರೀಸನ್. ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ?
Section 12.
Section 12.
ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು?
Eight subsection.
ಯಾವ್ದದು?
Transport of goods including courier or mail.
Courier.
ಹಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನದು?
Unregistered.
Location where the goods are handed over for transportation.
ಹ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಓವರ್, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು?
Handed over in Jaipur.
ಜೈಪುರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ?
Sir,
ಕಾನ್ಪುರಲ್ಲಿ.
Kanpur.
ಕಾನ್ಪುರಲ್ಲಿ.
sir, recipient registered ಅಲ್ವಾ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ, ಧೈರ್ಯ ತಾನೆ.
ಹೌದು.
So
is registered. Dairya is the registered place.
location of the recipient ಅಂತಿದೆ.
Location of the recipient, who is in Jaipur. Are you guys understanding right?
Yes.
Sir, one doubt. Example ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಟು SCZ.
ಹಾ,
ಅದು ಝೀರೋ ರೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
zero rate. ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, you can put the GST. You can get the refund.
Okay, sir.
You can have the GST. You can get the refund. ಸಿ,
Okay.
ನೀವು ಕೊಡೋದು ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು, ರೀಫಂಡ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಐಡಿಯಲಿ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ಝೀರೋ ರೇಟೆಡ್, ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಝೀರೋ ರೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್
Yes,
ಝೀರೋ ರೇಟ್.
correct.
ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ GST ಹಾಕಿ ಕಳಿಸಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಿಫಂಡ್ ಅವ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ನು ರಿಫಂಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾನೆ.
Okay, sir. From government.
He will take the refund. You will pay to the government, he will take the refund. Okay. Now we are coming to most critical and most important chapter of entire GST. This one. What is this? Input tax credit, ITC. We call it as ITC. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಾರು. ITC ಅಂದ್ರೆ input tax credit. And computation of GST liability. ಸರ್, ಬರೀ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತೀರಾ ಅಂತ. Let me tell you, it has got more than any other chapters pages ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿರೋದು. Most of the pages has covered. We need to see what is the condition for claiming ITC, what are all the input credit it is available, ಯಾವ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ನಂಗೆ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ, which is defined under section 17 subsection 5. ITC is section 16. ISD means input service distributor. When the goods are transported directly to the job worker or the goods are received by the factory and then it is sent to job worker, rule 55 documentation ido. And after that, how to compute the GST liability. And there are certain special cases which deals with section 18. Henge section 18, composition in the normal banenge, normal in the composition banenge. If you are registering for the first time, how the ITC to be taken. When you sell the capital goods, how to calculate the ITC, everything is covered here. If you see my Excel sheet, yesterday I sent, no? This is the one thing. Rule 42, Rule 43, ISD, special cases. This one I was referring to. Utilization of ITC, ISD, job worker. There are around 4 to 5 tabs. There are 4 to 5 tabs are there. Okay. Now we will go to. Now it is 5:36. Please take 5 minutes break. We will come back at 5:45. Okay, because it is the important chapter. I want you guys to be fresh. 5:45 we will come back and we will start again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Take a break for couple of minutes. Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, guys. Thank you so much. We will continue tomorrow at 10 o'clock. If you guys want to have the breakfast,